Hello guys, I'm Futureal. I stream 5 days a week over on twitch.tv/Futureal, and in today's video we are here with the Project Diablo 2 Season 3 beta. It started today, and the first build that I want to test out on the beta servers is the build that I'm the most likely to play in the next season, and this is going to be the Hardcore Throwbarb. This is going to be a very expensive build, probably somewhere in the 200 to 300 high rune range. It doesn't mean that you necessarily need to pay that much for this gear if you want it yourself. The majority of the cost is actually in the corruptions. You can use the base items of all these items, and the build itself is not going to cost you more than maybe 40 to 50 high runes. Still quite on the expensive side, but also still quite far away from 300. I hope you enjoy the video. Click all the buttons. There's more videos from the test servers coming out in the days to come. Until then, take care, and I will see you soon. Alright, so this is the Project Diablo 2 Season 3 Beta Throwbarb. And I can go for the Mercenary first. We are running Enhanced Damage, Laying of Hands. We don't really need attack speed on this guy, so we're going with Enhanced Damage here. We have Max Res, 15 DR String, Cannot Be Frozen Gores. We have a 3 open socket, 30 DR Leviathan with some ED and some all res in here. We have a PDR G-Face with 2 sockets with EDIS and ED max damage. This is to reach exactly 50% damage reduction on the Mercenary. And he's using a 10 Fanaticism F Etten Axe 304 ED Beast. Basically only to give us Fanaticism. The Barb is running a 7 all skills Mang Song on swap. This is for pre-buffing, it's for horking, and all those good things. We are running the Crown of Ages build for full curse immunity. We won't have it here on this test because actually corrupting the correct item with what you want is going to take you 100 years. So we settled for this corruption right now and this amount of curse duration just to get going with this video. We have a Shark Tooth Enigma. In my opinion, the best looking barb armor. That's why we went for the Shark Tooth, and it also has a 103 strength requirement, which is very nice. We're running a High Lords with all attributes. This should technically be a ED one, but we couldn't get one, so to not take too long, we went with the all attributes. It's about 26.4 ED as an equivalent to that one, if you redistribute the good stats into strength. We have a Deadly Strike Laying of Hands. We're running a Wisp Projector with attack rating. This was supposed to be with curse duration, but we couldn't find one. So we settled for this one for now. We have a String, 15 DR with curse duration. We have a Ravenfrost with a Mana Leech. This is a fantastic ring for a Throwbarb. You have the Canopy Frozen, you have the high attack rating, the Dex, and basically all you need. And then we're also running curse duration on our Gore Riders. We're running Wraithflight with the best in slot hybrid mod or hybrid slam, ED Deadly Strike, and we have a high ED F Lacerator. These will be attack speed bugged, as I will show you in a few minutes, and it's going to be an absolutely insanity attack speed. In this Crown of Ages, there is a ED IAS jewel to take you to above 30% IAS, which you need with Lacerator attack speed bugged. Inventory is mostly max life, and we have some res as well to give ourselves some overcap resistances to make sure that map mods and conviction do not get us. So yeah, that's it. We have a Torch with 20 res and Annihilus with 20 res, and we have max AR lifers here. So that's pretty much the gear. The build is pretty simple. Maxed double throw, double swing. 1 point in each of the masteries. Maxed throw mastery. Max battle command, 1 point in find item, and I chose to dump the remaining points in Iron Skin. Oh yeah, good point. You need, let me see here. You need 50. You need 50 IAS for the attack speed bug to work. Where is my sheet? Yeah, here it is. You need 50 with the Lacerator in offhand. So we're gonna go and we're gonna try a map with this. So let me just quickly turn on this, check that I'm on the right difficulty. Let's go here. Buff up, spawn the Heart of the Wolverine from the Wisp Projector, give it buffs so it does not die. Weapon switch. Now you can check my attack speed. Not bad. But then we do the IAS bug. And obviously choose directability. Check that out. That is a fucking line of death. So yeah, this is what it's about here. This is a very, very cool build. And we are running, well, the build is supposed to be 100% curse immune, because we couldn't get one in a reasonable amount of time on the beta server, where we have to corrupt everything ourselves. We are running a little bit less than 100% now. But on live servers, you should definitely be going curse immunity on this build. So it's curse immunity with max DR and approximately 3.3k life, depending on what inventory you will be able to get. But this is also a level 95 character for someone who's going this build. I think that is a reasonable level to test things on. So as you can see here, we're doing pretty well. Can't really complain very much. Everything seems to die. Our health is staying at max. We can try to be a bit more aggressive with teleporting here. We do have Enigma for exactly those reasons, but it's kind of hard and janky to be too aggressive when you're trying to talk about the build on stream. But this is a very, very strong build. It's not going to be the fastest, obviously, because these javelins are not as strong as, for instance, a Nova, Frost Nova, multi-shot, those kinds of staple abilities that are extremely strong in Project Diablo 2 right now. But it's a very, very fun build, and in my opinion, it's a good alternative to be able to play something that you couldn't play in Lord of Destruction. So I absolutely adore this build. This is probably going to be the build that I'm going to play in Season 3. This is also why we ended up testing this build first. It actually feels like the damage is higher daily. But the damage is higher, though. I have to say that. I have better gear here than when I used AFK's gear, the gear that he inherited from me, because I have a better inventory. I have Wisp Projector, so I absolutely love this build. It's a lot of fun. The only thing that is a little bit annoying with this build is the fact that you can't attack speed bug the throwing axe in your offhand. So you're gonna get an absolutely absurd amount of amplified damage procs. As you can hear, it's going absolutely ham. And this is like... There's literally nothing that can stand in the way here. I'm gonna take the shortest route to the boss, so we can take a look at how this fares against a elite. Mercenaries seem to be doing fine against that Might Archer pack. He did take a little bit of a dip, but you know, that's to be expected. They do have really, really high damage, but he's running 50% damage reduction right now with Leech and a very, very fast weapon. So yeah, very, very efficient character Not gonna be the fastest compared to other builds, but a ton of fun to play. This is probably my favorite build in the 4 Season 3. I was very close to playing this build on Season 2, but I ended up going for the Trap Assassin. There was pretty much a dead race between the characters. Yeah, the double throw ability is pretty nice. It does have a bounce effect. But that is also important to note, though, compared to the build that I did on Season 2 when we tested this on the live servers, is that I am 7 levels higher. So I will have better survivability because of that. But we need to rebuff here. So we go back here. And when you switch weapons, so when we switch back to the Mang Song now, to get the 7 to all skills, you have to attack speed bug again. So when you swap back, make sure you do that. And then you have the crazy attack speed again. It was not the smartest thing that I have done to teleport my spirit in the middle of all those. Yeah, as I mentioned, Daily, I won't have a curse immunity here because I literally don't have time to sit and corrupt for hours and hours and hours to hit the perfect corruption. So we're gonna go straight for the last boss, and I'm gonna show you guys how this fares against a end boss. I mean, obviously, this is not the toughest end boss. I'm not gonna kid you guys to say that. This guy is kind of puny, but it is what it is. I could potentially do a River of Flame, so you guys can see how he fares against Belial. I think Belial would be the toughest map boss, right? I shouldn't be wrong in stating that. Yes, we're gonna go to River of Blood after this Praetorian. I'm gonna show you the spot that I was talking about, and then we're gonna kill Belial, so you guys can see how this guy fares against Belial. Because I think that Belial is pretty much the toughest map boss. So we don't really care about killing everything here. We're just blasting towards the final boss. But I mean, you can hear it yourself. Like, this is a 360 something density map. This is not an easy map, and we're just slaying. Like, the lack of like consistent, super strong AoE is obviously there. I'm not going to tell you that it's not. But so you know, this is not going to compete against a Nova Sorceress or a Frost Nova Sorceress, something like this. Of course it's not, but it's still a very, very strong character. And in my opinion, the amount of fun that you're going to have on this character playing a build that you probably have never been able to play before is going to outweigh the extra efficiency on a build that you have played 1,000 times, especially if you're an old school player in this game, where we used to play Nova back in 109 during car runs. So yeah, we're just gonna go straight forward here, and we're gonna blast this last boss in just a couple of seconds. Where is he? There he is. If he can stand still. So yeah, we have you can see the damage is pretty ridiculous against bosses, but let's quickly just end this game, and we're gonna jump on and do a River of Blood map. Okay, so here we go. Same sort of approach. Obviously in buff up first, so I get the 3 extra skills from my battle command. We have to get out our spirit, and then we have to buff the spirit as well with 3 skills and battle orders. Weapon swap and attack speed bug. And choose double throw. That's the way. So here we go. So this is 20% increased health, guys, on these mobs right here. The map mod is 20% increased health. Doesn't seem to phase this this build at all. And this map has 402% density. We have some stone skin mobs. Obviously, they are gonna be tougher. Of course they are. Can't really do anything about that. But the amount of density here is absolutely ridiculous. You see the spirit does take damage, so you have to be on your toes when you're moving forward. Be careful where you teleport, because if you teleport and the spirit goes forward, it might get one-shotted. So just make sure that you're not too reckless with your spirit, and you're going to be able to use it through the entire run without having to resurrect it. This you have to understand though that this is a 250 to 300 high rune build on hardcore. But this is not something that most people will ever be able to accumulate, right? So it's supposed to be strong. And this is still slower than any other of the AoE farming builds. Like if you were to do this with a Nova Sorceress, a Boazon, you would be faster than this. This is just really, really fucking cool. At least in my opinion, this build is very cool. Now this is not the budget version, but I mean you can use the same gear in the budget version, right? It's the build that costs a lot. The only difference is that you have best in slot corruptions. You don't need that. You absolutely don't need that to play this build at all. I dropped a low on a jaw. I don't think I did. I mean, I didn't look. If I did, cool. So yeah, we're plowing through this this 400 plus density map here. Absolutely destroying everything, and we are managing to keep our spirit alive because we're constantly taking like micro steps forward to make sure that he stays behind us. Okay, so where's the boss? Oh, there's the boss. There was the boss. He's now gone. Oh, there we go. The spirit actually got caponed, but that's fine. That is a good time to rebuff. We are halfway in the map anyway. Yeah, we can turn on... Wait. There we go. I could potentially try Ubers. I mean, I have never done it before. I don't know if this will be viable at all. Oh yeah, I changed weapons, thank you very much. That is something you have to pay attention to. You have to pay attention. If you swap weapons, you have to reapply the attack speed bug. But this is absolutely slaying. You can see it yourself. We can barely walk fast enough forward to catch up to the wave of death here. And I don't think our health has dipped below 95% so far. Obviously, we haven't ran into any nasty archers. That might happen. But so far, this is going very well. You can't use a shield at a Throwbarb because the ability is called double throw. And you can't use the ability if you have a shield, if you don't have 2 throwing weapons. No, there is no other build. There's no other ability. There's no throw, like singular throw. That doesn't exist. That would be auto attack in that case. And that is just shite. So this is why, and this is the reason why I do take my time building the characters. I know it can be frustrating when you're sitting there and you really just want to see the build, but this is exactly the reason why. Because I want to see what it feels like when you do the nastiest of the nastiest maps with a extremely geared character. Because that's what's important to me. This is where I want to end up. I couldn't care less about struggling to do Chaos Sanctuary. Yeah, Declone is not available on the beta. But I don't know if I'm even able to kill Ubers because I don't have the gear. I haven't given 5 seconds of thought to it. But we can try Ubers. If I don't make it, I don't make it. Then we jump over to and start preparing for the next character. Apparently, I think so. I think so. The single throw is a pod ability. I have no idea how that works. I haven't played pod myself. So this is where I'm coming up now, Praetorian. This is the position that I'm talking about. This is the only and the nastiest place in this entire dungeon. So I can show you why this place is so difficult, and this can go to many other people as well that might not be aware of this. There is an extremely nasty position that they have made right there. Let me kill this guy over here. You see the corner over here? Might be under my camera. Here, this corner. So what ends up happening here is that you come down here, you clear your way through, you go here, you kill everything like this, and your mercenary runs forward whilst there's archers right here. So your mercenary runs here, you stand here, and there's archers shooting you right from the side. You have no cover whatsoever. And here you can spawn elite packs quite frequently when you do this this dungeon. So be aware of this position. It's just after the second boss, or the first boss. You're taken straight downwards, and you have this long straight eastwards, or down to the right path that goes at a 90-degree angle. And then you have that thing. You have to be careful right here. This is usually where people end up dying in this raid, or in this dungeon. There is one more place that is nasty as well. I can tell you. I can show you where it is. It's right here. So this might not be the longest distance you have seen in your life. You might not even see what's on the other side. But if there's archers right here, they can also shoot you when you're standing here. And your minions, whatever you have tanking for you, is up here fighting. So you have to be aware at a few places that there can be packs standing on a very nasty position. And those are pretty much the only places that you should be at risk of dying. I don't think they have done anything to the graphic. Okay, so let's do the attack speed bug again. And let's work our way towards the final boss. And let's see how that works. So we're gonna come up on Belial here in just a little bit. it feels very nice to play this character. It's a lot of fun. I like this build a lot. I am fully aware that it's not the most efficient build, it's not the fastest build. But when it comes to entertainment value, this build is unbelievable. It's so much fun to play. Okay, so we have just a little bit of a corner here left before we are gonna say hi to Belial. I promised the guys that I would kill him and show how that goes. So we're gonna do a quick pit stop first. It's gonna be right down here. I'm gonna jump up to town. I'm gonna show you the map so that you are aware of the... Oh well, we needed to rebuff here anyway because the spirit died, so no issues. And our buff was about to run out, so that's all fine. Let me just clear out a little bit here. Cool. Alright, let's head up. So this is a 402% density map. And this map has also 18% increased life on monsters. And reduced physical damage. So this is quite a tough map, I would say. That's not where we wanted to go. We want to go here. So we're going to buff up here. We are going to resummon our spirit and buff the spirit. And we're going to reapply our attack speed bug. So here we go. Belial coming up any second. Where is he? Hello? Oh, there he is. There he was. Yeah. I ended up standing still to tank that on purpose. If I moved forward, my spirit wouldn't have died. So, yeah, this build has incredible single target damage. Incredible single target damage. I would not recommend face tanking stuff like that, by the way. I just wanted to do it for the purpose of the clip. But if you want, we can go and take a look at Ubers. I don't know if this build is able to do Ubers without changing any gear. But yeah, we can go take a look. Since I had a map open. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see what we have here. As I said, I have no idea how this is gonna go. I haven't tried the build. I have the same gear as I do for maps. Yeah, the mercenary didn't like this. And that obviously makes me lose attack speed here. He didn't like the double, the combo either. But I'm just face tanking here, guys. I'm not trying to dodge anything. I'm just saying. This is just me face tanking. So I think Bale would probably not be that tough. He shouldn't be. But Diablo is gonna be rough. Let's see what we have here. Let's resummon this. Let's rebuff. And let's see what we can find. I need to find another Prime Evil over here. Hello? Oh, there he is. damage is pretty rough here. And also the fact that these are probably immune to physical, right? So yeah, it's gonna be extremely tough to do this when you don't have a tank. I think that probably you would need to kill Diablo first. No, not Diablo first, Diablo last. And I think the hard part might be to keep your mercenary alive while you try to kill Mephisto. It might be almost impossible.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Yeah, we do have a kind of an IS issue here. But that's because we lost the Fanaticism mercenary. So Bale is not an issue. Bale is not a problem. At least he shouldn't be. You see it in yourselves. Like as soon as you can like put damage on him, he kind of melts. It's kind of silly that I didn't put in more. Oh, I'm throwing into the fountain. If I had more mana in my inventory here, this would be fine. He doesn't really do any damage to me. He just drains my mana. Oh, we got some mana here. Not bad. It's actually leeching from the tentacles. The tentacles are actually helping us right now. That's kind of bizarre. It's kind of a weird thing to happen, isn't it? But the more damage the boss tries to do to you by spawning tentacles, you're actually doing more damage to him. But Diablo might be almost undoable, though. I have to say that. Without having a tank, killing Diablo might be very, very hard. Yeah, I can spawn more rejuves, I think. Okay, so that's that one. What was the code for rejuves again? You can't go back to town, no. Give me a second. There. RVL. I think the biggest problem with Diablo is the fact that he heals so much, right? And without a tank, I can't reliably leech. Well, I mean, in the current state of my gear, yes. But this is probably not going to be the gear that you would want to do this with, right? Like you're going to want to have some gear that is tailored to kill this boss or these bosses, right? Because this guy is absolutely murdering me if I stand still here. But I am kind of murdering him back, though. As long as I don't take direct hits. This thing is dangerous. That flame on the ground is his most deadly ability. That beam doesn't really do that much to me. But the Hellfire is crazy strong. But you definitely want to step out of that Hellfire. 100% you want to step out of that Hellfire. Oh, yikes. So you can definitely do this without changing any of your gear. It's strong enough. But it's a little bit scary because, you know, you don't have increased resistances and shit like this. So I probably wouldn't recommend doing it this way. if you build your character a little bit differently, this should be, I mean, obviously slower, but well doable. And I think we are running into a little bit of the same thing here, guys. It's actually easier for me to kill him when he's spawning units for me to attack. There we have it. Not very difficult, but a little bit of wrong gear, and not the greatest. Look at that Amazon torch, though. Oh, that sucked. Now I lost my barb torch. You think I can go? I think the server crashed. I don't think I can go back in here. Oh, wait. I actually could. So that's the Amazon torch. Yeah, we have that barb torch. Okay. Yeah, so that was Ubers. Not very difficult, but I mean, it shouldn't be either with the amount of gear that we have on this character. I think I am pretty happy with. I think I am pretty happy with this build, actually. Let me what's called? Resurrect some stuff here. Oh, I appreciate that, Sane. Or Insane, I reckon you want to be called. So, wait, hang on. Let's resummon that. So let's, to recap, we just did a 360-something density Throne of Insanity that we just plowed through, killed the final boss. We did a 402% density River of Blood with 18% life extra on monsters and physical damage reduction by, what was it, like 400 or 500 that damage. And we killed Belial in a few seconds. And we just did the Ubers with this character without changing any gear. I mean, obviously this gear is super, super good. So you shouldn't need to. The damage is very, very high. But yeah, I think I am very happy with where this build is right now. This build is gonna be what I play next season unless we discover something amazing during the tests that we're gonna do. So that being said, I think I want to start working on the next character. There's gonna be more character testing here. We are gonna get into the Javazon now. There are some changes for the Javazon for Season 3, and my girlfriend is interested in playing this Javazon build in Season 3. She's gonna be a little bit more casual, so we're not gonna go as crazy on the corruptions as I did on this character, because I'm going for the super end game with the several hundred high runes invested in the character. She's more in the 30 to 50 high rune area, so we're gonna try and build a Javazon with that in mind. So